So for Standard 4, which is really about the importance of teacher-student communication, I've chosen my course policies as one of the artifacts because one of the most important ways of communicating with the students, particularly early in the semester, is through the syllabus. The syllabus really lays out what the expectations of the class are. So I've taken some of my course policies and I'll talk a little bit about each of them. So student conduct and attendance, which appears early in the syllabus, talks about when students may be dropped from an online course. So if they do not log into the course within the 48 hours of the course start date, and if a student does not log in the course for a period of 7 days straight, they may be dropped from the course. And I've changed this from originally when I had thought about the online course syllabus. It's much different than an in-class attendance policy where students might be dropped if they don't attend particular class meetings, but attendance in online is going to be a little bit different since they'll be expected to check in a couple of times a week. I've included in the syllabus course policies support for those considering online classes. So Saddleback College actually has a really great online website for students who are thinking of taking online classes. So that's something included in the syllabus, but it'll also be linked to on the homepage as well. The out-of-class academic expectations, so I've included for students that they should be expending approximately 12 hours per week. So 4 hours in class and 8 hours outside of class. And I think these are particularly important in an online environment since students won't be having 2 hours where they're sitting in class, but they will need to check in and spend time in discussion forums and that sort of thing. I've also included on the syllabus the course requirements and grading criteria. So basically everything students can expect in terms of assignments, how many points those are, and then how it adds up to total points. So one thing I've done in adjusting this syllabus for the e-portfolio is thinking about, usually I have an in-class essay for the final exam, but for the online class, we'll need to do a timed essay. Also, we'll have a discussion forum that'll be an important part of points, and they'll have micro-themes or group activities where they'll need to work together collaboratively, even though we're not in a class environment. So I also spent some time laying out what these assignments are going to look like. So for example, for the discussion forum posts and responses, I've highlighted the fact that they'll be needing to post both initial posts and responses. So the initial post will need to be at least 150 words, typing at least responses to at least 2 of the classmates' posts, and when they'll be due. So really, again, I'm trying to be as clear as possible for students and communicate what the expectations of the class are. I've also done the same for micro-themes and group activities, quizzes, which will be in the weekly module in Blackboard, and they'll need to do collaborative group activities. And I've given them a sense of what programs they might need to use, as also where they can find tutorials for these programs, and where they can post questions for them if they have them there. So basically those are the policies, and really setting up clear communication early in the class I think is an important way to illustrate Standard 4.